Good morning, guys. It is morning and it's actually raining outside. Just a little bit. It's just started raining. I am at my doctor's at the moment because I have back-to-back doctor's appointment at the pain clinic today. I'm gonna meet a therapist probably and a physiotherapist today. So I've got 2 meetings, so that is awesome. So I'm on my way to that, and I thought I'd talk to you because I didn't have time this morning. I was supposed to go up like 6:15 to have a little less than 2 hours, but I was so tired. I've been waking all night. I have been trying to kind of get off my pain medications. Apparently that didn't work. Yeah, or not my pain. Yeah, the pain regulators for my migraine. I take antidepressants for that, and I really don't want to. So, yeah, I'm trying, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a little while more. Then I'm going back on 1 tablet because I'm seeing how much it limits my life. I can't really limit my life more. I just get annoyed by it. So yeah. But right now I'm heading down here. It's the hospital grounds. I think it's water over there, and I think I have time to actually go at the end of the parking space to see if it's water. So I'll catch back when I'm on the other part. A little birdie. Jump, 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 jump. Little birdie. So it's water here. Look, and there's some birdies out there. See if I can zoom in for you. With a little birdie there. There are a little birdie over here too, if I can get it to zoom in. There it is. But these sticks. Yeah. It's not the best camera to try to sneak onto birds in the area, but as you see, there are still some ice here. It is very beautiful. It is water and it's raining, so I should probably go in. It's talking to me. Yeah, the birds are talking to me. It's beautiful. It's actually a really beautiful area, and I think it's gonna be awesome more towards summer, because springtime, it is almost April, and it's just a little bit of trees. Like this tree got, let's see if we can see, it got all of these little buds on the trees, but otherwise it's kind of grey and brown from all the dried leaves from the fall. So it's not the best looking place at the moment, but I think it would be gorgeous later on this year. So yeah, awesome, right? I did have about 45 minutes left before I have my appointment, so that's why I thought I could go down here while I was at it, and I should be walking more, even though everything hurts. But today I get to meet the physiotherapist, which is gonna be awesome because she can probably give me hints and stuff about how to train. God, look, there have been some cross country something map readers. I don't know what it's called in English. When you run with a map and kind of find those very colorful boxes, and you clip onto your little card, and then when you have found all of them, you run back, and the fastest person finding all of them wins. Yeah, kind of like that. I didn't think I would, but I thought it was really, really fun because it kind of gave me a little like brain exercise while out exercising. When I was younger, I hated exercising. I loved dancing, I loved gymnastics, but I hated going out in the woods and exercising. But yeah, I'm gonna put you down because my arm is hurting. So I am back home. It's kind of dark in here. This camera is pretty good at getting the light and make it much lighter than it actually is. It's pretty dark in here. It is raining outside, and it's raining a lot outside, so I didn't talk to you on the way here because water and electronics usually don't mesh that well. Yeah, I have had 2 more meetings today, and we've been checking out my body and stuff. This might something, there's a few things that I haven't thought about before that I need to take and talk about with Lisa, my doctor. So we'll see how everything will turn out and so on and so forth. It was a good meeting. I am exhausted, but at the same time I'm all like, I want to try to color this and that and this and that, and yeah. So that is what I want to do. We'll see. I need to have some lunch first, so it's gonna be salmon and some avocado. Might throw in some fish eggs, small fish eggs. Caviar, that's probably the word. So because caviar for me is a Swedish version of caviar, which is mixed in with a lot of other things, and it's called Kalles, and usually people don't really like it. It must be like Marmite. I would think that Kalles caviar is probably something like Marmite. But anyway, your kind of caviar, beautiful fish eggs, I might throw some of those in. I need to get my protein up. I need to fill up my bottled water, so I get water in me, and I'm probably gonna have some juice to get some sugars in me too, because I'm exhausted and I need to get some blood sugars flowing so that I get some energy. We'll see what will happen. But anyway, I got some videos up this morning, which was awesome. So yeah, a lot of those. I'm gonna finish my video that I was watching. I was watching a scroller box unboxing and a video of spontaneous creation challenge. So yeah, I'm gonna continue watch the last like 2 minutes of it or something, and then I'm gonna have lunch. You got a little kitty beady here. This is Gizmo. Gizmo is lying on the top. Here's the roof. Here's the whole climby thingy. And here's me on a chair. This is actually awesome for workout for me, because every time I leave the room to get something, I will go up on the chair and I will cuddle with Gizmo, and then I will get down again. And it's a really good thing. You train your muscles. Up and down and up and down. And we can't really have a chair over here that Leia is. See if you can see her. Up there, there's Leia, and she has left some of her fur on top of the door. But she's up there. You can't really get a chair there, because then I would kind of close the bathroom door and yeah, stuff like that. So this is perfect. This is how they stand right now. This little thingy. I am surging. Yeah, I'm doing some serging in here. I'm gonna cut some very lovely Easter colored fabrics. I hope people will like them, even though it's not Easter. So I have pink. Now you can see them in a better light also. I have all of these fabrics. So I have a sand-ish colored. It's actually look more sand now. Look at it, it actually looks more sand than I thought it would be. So a sand, and I have a grey, like storm grey color. I got a very, very green one. These are going to be all ironed and nice, but I serge them before I iron them. And then I have the orange, which is a really bright orange, and then the yellow. So those are going up in the store someday, in a week or 2. We'll see when. It depends on how much energy I have and when I can do stuff. Don't think I will iron anything today. I actually just picked the serger out because I kind of fixed a kit yesterday evening.
I bought 2 kits, like a pair of kits from Kerry when we were at the crew retreat. And I'm like, yeah, but they are beautiful. And I want to do them, both of them, after one each other. And they have similar color schemes to the bears, so they are kind of soft and beautiful. And I sat down yesterday, I went through all the threads, and then I looked at the fabric and I'm like, yeah, I need to serge these. And there were no way I'm picking out serger then. But right now I'm going to cut down the fabrics. I'm cutting them down to 1 bigger piece and 2 smaller pieces that you then can get in the store when they get up. So I cut them down to a 13 by 18, 2 13 by 18s and 1 26 by 18, except for the sand and the grey fabric, because they are going to be 18 by 18, because I promised someone. They are actually a dye for someone, and then the rest of them will be in store. So when they are cut down to 18 by 18, the rest of the fabric will be in the store as a special size. Yeah. Cutting down. Well, guys, guess what I'm doing? I'm kitting up a new project. Or kitting up is... I actually got these for a really good price from Kerry when we were at crew. So this is the project that I'm going to make. It has a companion piece. Let's see if I can get that up here. We've had birdies, but I wanted to do this first. It's the butterfly and clematis. I think that my mom has a clematis, so it would be fun to give it to her. Yeah, I give all my projects to my mom or something. I wanted to show you how I handle my projects when they are kits, because when you have when I kit them up myself, I usually use DMC, and when I use DMC I use them on bobbins. But when you get a kit like this, that is a sunset kit, which means it doesn't have it's not DMC, and you get them in length. Yeah, they are a little bit folded here. But you get them in length, and you got this little thingy to add them to, and it had a list with the different number of threads, so it's pretty easy to pick out which colors were which. But I did a few things this time differently than when I did my bears, for example, and that is I actually put them in number order. When I did my bears, I added them in the order that they were on the chart. But in this case, I actually added them in number order, because then I have more control over them. And also, they actually turned out looking pretty gorgeous, because number order meant they went into some kind of color scheme too. So, kind of awesome. So that's one of the differences between doing a kitted kit or a kit or a DMC kit. Then I took care of my fabrics. So I have borrowed my mom's serger, which is the best thing ever. When I started dyeing my own fabrics, I decided that I needed to try serger, because zigzagging takes so much time, and a serger it doesn't do this motion. When you zigzag a fabric, you usually get a little bit of this motion, or when I did, because I didn't want to have the ordinary zigzag, I want to have something that looked like a serger, and then it goes like this all the time. It takes so long time to do it. With the serger, it goes very fast. I think it even goes faster than my machine does. Also, it kind of cuts the edges for you a little bit, so you get a perfect seam. So I have serged the edges on this fabric, which is awesome. These are 2 pieces. This is the piece for the sunset that I'm doing now, and this is the other piece. I decided to as I picked out my serger, I would do a lot of serging. Now my back went out somewhere in the middle, so I still have a whole bunch of those dyed fabrics to do, but I did get these serged. Awesome, huh? So now I have those serged and I have the threads sorted. So now to the tedious task of gridding, because I always grid. It's one of those things. I just can't do a project without gridding it first because I get lost. When I do small things, I usually don't need the grid. I actually did the two turtles for Bonnie. I didn't grid that fabric, and it worked awesomely, even though it wasn't gridded. I just did them, but they were so small, and I had a reference, did something referencing to stitch from and all that, so it worked out great. But I want my grid. I get lost without my grid. When, I don't know if I told you, but I did stitch on my bears the other day, because when I put out the photograph online, I discovered that I hadn't done the back stitching on the pillow on one of the sides. So I did that, and I had already pulled out the grid. God, that was scary, really scary. It worked out, but it was scary. But yeah, I am going to sit down. I'm gonna watch some videos. I have to sit down, my back is killing me. And I'm gonna grid some fabric, and then we'll see what the rest of the day will bring. It's time for bed. It's actually quite late. After doing all of that with the physiotherapist and everything, and fixing some of the fabrics. Most of the fabrics are still in there. I didn't finish. I was a little bit too tired. So instead, I sat down, as I did sat down and started gridding, and I finished gridding, and while I was doing that, I was watching Twilight. I have the full box set. So I watched Twilight, and then we watched New Moon, and then we watched Eclipse. So it's only two movies left. Might be watching them tomorrow. I might be watching them tomorrow. As I did finish the gridding, because it wasn't that much gridding, that is the nice thing of doing smaller pieces. It doesn't take like days gridding like my heads do. So I thought I'd show you how far I've gotten. Oh, a shadow. Here it is. You see, it's a really nice little cross here, which is a part of the design. It's supposed to be left like crosses on the page, which is kind of cool. I don't know if I showed you I think I did, but this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna remove the glare. So I have started down here, and I am going to do it as I did the finishing part of my beers, and that is I'm going to stitch as much as I can of this piece. Hopefully I will pass the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, I will come up. 12 is the middle one, so I will just barely get to exactly the middle, and then I will first stitch it all, and then I will do all the back stitching as far as I can go to that line, and then I'm gonna switch it up and do the upper part, which is all of these beautiful flowers. So this part is probably going to take less time, as it is the background is all back stitch half stitches in different colors, so I'm going to do those, and then actually going to add Lena Louis, which is the designer's name, down in this little part, and then I'm going to add my little symbol just next to it, so that you can see that it's mine also. Yeah, that is the plan. So that is what I have done today, this evening. I had some really good food. Didn't film the food, I ate it and I posted it on Instagram. I had some pulled beef with beetroots, pre-boiled beetroots, which I then had in the saucepan, fried, together with some green fresh asparagus. It's so good, so good. So green fresh asparagus, sliced and fried beetroot. I had some cucumbers, some peppers, some yellow bell peppers, some avocado, and then the rest of the pulled beef that we had 2 days ago. So now we have finished our pulled beef. So tomorrow is going to be something else, probably fish. I have though been having salmon almost every lunch, but that's okay. I'm supposed to have protein with every meal, and I'm still having an issue getting it in the breakfast meal. Because, yeah, I'm not used to eating breakfast meal at all. But yeah, I'm going to head to bed now, so yeah, I actually finished it off with a little dessert. Some warmed up raspberries. No sugar, no spices, no nada. My mom was so freaking nice. She gave me 3 tubs of raspberries that she has picked out where my granny lives. These really red, deep red raspberries. They're a little bit sour or tangy or what you call it, but they're so good. So I have a couple of spoons of that. And as they are frozen, I put them in the microwave, and then they get a little bit hot and it gets a little bit juicy of them, and just take a spoon and just eat them up. Really good dessert. Yeah. So I'm staying fast. I haven't had any sugar yet. So tomorrow is day 7 of new diet. And we'll see. I promised it to a month to see how it will work, if I will get reduced pains or not. But I have to send some emails to him to. I've forgotten that, or I haven't really. I have so much to do that I just don't do anything. Have you been in that mood? Yeah. But I've gotten a whole bunch of things done. Still doesn't get any cards made, but I'm having some pain issues in my hands. So that's mainly one of the reasons. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed now. So good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye!